Okay, you've made it to the third slide. Congratulations. This is the part that's going to um, generate, I think, most of the discussion that we would likely have if we were in live talking to each other. So I encourage you to listen carefully, send me any questions you might have, and remember, this is a process. Like I said earlier, what may seem as a hard, fast rule right now, once we get into the season, things may have to be altered for a variety of reasons. Okay, one thing that we absolutely don't see changing is that masks on all officials must be worn over their nose and mouth, worn properly, not the half thing below the nose or on the chin or everything. It all has to be covered. There is absolutely no movement on this whatsoever. All officials, from the moment that they get out of their car until they get back in their car to leave, have to have their mask on. No exceptions. Having said that, officials are not the mask police. It has been made clear in Section 2 that we are not there to enforce any mask rules. So please do not. Okay? Stay in our lane. That is the domain of the home site, and by extension, either chaperones or coaches of the home team, wherever the hosting site is. So the site where we are, they're the ones responsible for that. Spacing, spacing between teams. What my daughter tells me is happening in college, teams are given areas within the track facility, and that's their gathering area, but the spacing has to be employed. And again, that's got to be enforced by the coaches and the home site, not the officials. We have enough to do. That is not our purview. Um, we've heard some things in the fall that some places early on in the pandemic wanted officials not to use, the traditional whistles. Um, I don't know what the update on that is, but my guess is that they've kind of backed off that a little bit. It's kind of hard to do whistle anyway with the mask on. So what a lot of officials have done is that there are battery operated whistles. There are two major companies, I can't remember their names, but they are available on Amazon. I did get one. If I can pull it out here. Here it is. This one's made by Fox 40. I am not endorsing this particular one, but that's the one I ordered. It seems to be pretty loud and work pretty efficiently. So you might want to consider doing something like that. And of course, as always, wear sunscreen. That's a public service announcement. Get sunscreen on. It's amazing this year. Track coaches are actually starting track with only flurries in the air and not feet of snow that usually happens in our area. Anyway, mask must be worn at all times by officials, no exceptions. We are not the mask police. We're not there to enforce it. We're not the space police, and we're not the spectators police. Rules on how many spectators have to be at a meet. That is up to the protocols of the CDC, the state CDC, and whatever rules are in place that the district has on top of those things. But it's up to them. Now we still are responsible for no spectators in the playing area. That is a traditional thing. That is something that we do enforce. Okay? All right. On to the next cone.